Oh, thanks.
They're just strictly souvenirs, so I'm using this camera.
Oh, okay.
I said they're strictly souvenirs, so I'm using the camera.
Okay.
They won't hold up.
Oh, no.
Now, we used to go out to Malibu Farm. They had we were out there for about 25 years. Well, no, I know he went for 25 years as well. But when they put the steam engine, we belonged to that club.
Okay, so this was some video footage that I had from a few years back that I thought would be nice to share of a tracer machine for cutting tool handles. This would have been used in an old factory back when they had line shafts to operate all the equipment off of one main engine. As you can see, it was driven by a flat belt pulley off of an old International power unit engine. They would have been comparable in size to what they used on the little Cub lowboys and Farmall Cub tractors and so on. About a 9-horse engine, little 4-cylinder. And the guy had told me that this thing, he had gotten it off of an old carnival ride Ferris wheel, if I remember right. But he put this all together and made a nice little rolling display that he could haul out to the tractor shows and so on and show it. This was at the West Holmes Career Center in Ashland, Ohio, by the way. But in any case, you could see where he was resting his hand on a mandrel that was turning, and that would have been the piece that it traced off of, and the whole head moved. And there'd have been one shaft that the mandrel rode on and turned, and then you'd put the wood stock behind it, towards the cutter, and you could probably see that yellow cutter in the background spinning. That thing was probably about that big around and had a bunch of cutting blades in it. And it's been a long time ago, but it looked to me like it probably had about a 1-inch radius to it on each blade as it spun. But you'd stick a piece of wood stock in there. He was just using pallet wood or something like that, you know, so this is probably oak. And stick it in there, and then it would go across and trace whatever shape was on that mandrel and put it on trace it onto the wood and carve it out on the wood. So you could take the mandrel out and put any mandrel you wanted in there. They would have probably had multiple ones that would do different things. You know, you'd have a long one that would, well, they were all the same length, but you could have one that would do the shape of an axe handle, or you could have another one that would get 2 of these out of it. You know, there's multiple different shapes for axe handles and so on. So for splitting them all, well, what am I thinking? Picks and whatever you can think of as far as handles are concerned, it would have fit in there for length, and it would cut it out. It would rough the shape in, and then probably another worker from there on out could smooth it in to get that rough cut off of it, because you know, you're cutting across the grain. And another thing you'd have, the operator would have to be mindful of is the grain orientation. You know, like this one right here is going probably at a 45 angle, but this is just a souvenir being pallet wood. It's not going to ever be hung on it. You're not going to ever hang a head on it of any kind, because you'd break it. But it was a nice display, like I said. Thought I would share it. So hope everybody would find this interesting. Have a nice day.